They arrived with a fleet at dawn, certain Earth would fall in hours. What they didn't know was that humanity had been waiting in orbit for 3 years, with every coordinate already locked. They arrived with a fleet at dawn, their ships tearing open the quiet edge of Earth's orbit like claws through silk. The sky above the Pacific burned blue for 12 seconds as their warp signatures bled radiation into the magnetosphere. Every telescope on the night side caught it. Every military satellite pivoted in silent alarm. Across the planet, emergency tones shattered sleep. But in orbit, humanity had already been awake. Commander Elara Kwan stood inside Horizon Station, hands clasped behind her back, watching Earth rotate beneath her boots. The planet looked fragile from orbit. Soft clouds, endless oceans, golden city lights fading into sunrise. It didn't look like a world prepared for war. Behind her, holographic displays shimmered with thousands of moving markers. 17 massive alien carriers, hundreds of escorts, a full invasion fleet, multiple capital signatures confirmed, Tactical reported. They're forming a crescent assault pattern. Elara nodded once. On schedule. 3 years earlier, humanity had intercepted an alien reconnaissance signal hidden in cosmic radiation. It hadn't been a greeting. It was an assessment. Atmospheric composition, resource mapping, military capability projections. Earth had been categorized as conquerable. The panic that followed nearly tore civilization apart. Markets crashed. Governments accused each other of hoaxes. Religions split. But quietly, behind closed doors, something unprecedented happened. Humanity cooperated. Rivals pooled data. Defense budgets merged. Engineers were given blank checks and impossible deadlines. The result was now visible around the planet. A golden orbital structure once dismissed, publicly as debris mitigation infrastructure. The Aegis Array, now it hummed with restrained power. The alien fleet advanced without hesitation. Their ships were monstrous, organic curves layered in chitin-like armor, shield fields shimmering violet around them. Weapon spines protruded like thorns from living beasts. On Earth, billions watched live streams of the sky. Fear spread faster than information. Elara turned slightly. Open transmission! A tight beam signal shot toward the lead alien carrier. Moments later, her image flickered onto their command deck. Calm, composed, uniform, immaculate. You have entered restricted orbit, she said evenly. Your coordinates are locked. Withdraw immediately. The alien commanders hissed among themselves, crests flaring. A translated response returned, cold and clinical. Primitive species. You will submit planetary control. Resistance is inefficient. Elara's eyes did not waver. That was not a request. Behind her, red targeting reticles illuminated across every alien vessel. Coordinates locked. And for the first time since their arrival, the alien fleet hesitated. The hesitation lasted only seconds. Alien ships surged forward, engines flaring bright cobalt as plasma batteries charged. Their crescent formation tightened, shields overlapping in coordinated layers. They were disciplined, experienced. This was not their first conquest. Enemy weapons spiking, Tactical warned. Elara did not raise her voice. Deploy drones. Along the Aegis Array, thousands of armored panels irised open. Sleek black defense drones poured into orbit like a mechanical swarm, engines blazing white-blue. They formed dynamic defensive webs between Earth and the incoming fleet. The first alien volley struck. Lances of concentrated plasma crossed space in blinding arcs, slamming into the orbital ring. The Aegis shield grid ignited. A shimmering barrier wrapped around the ring, diffusing impact energy into vast capacitor banks. The station trembled, lights flickering briefly, but the barrier held. Energy absorption within tolerance, Tactical reported. Disbelief creeping into their voice. Elara gave the next order. Return fire. The array's rail cannons discharged simultaneously. There was no sound in vacuum, only streaks of pure, kinetic force ripping forward at relativistic speed. The leading alien cruiser took the first hit. Its shields flared violently, buckled, then collapsed. The projectile punched clean through its hull, splitting the vessel in two. Fragments drifted like shattered bone. Across Earth, people saw a new star bloom and vanish. Alien fighters erupted from carrier bays, swarming forward in tight attack vectors. Organic wings unfolded, plasma cannons spitting rapid fire. Defense drones met them head-on. Space became chaos. Explosions pulsed silently. Drones sacrificed themselves to intercept incoming torpedoes. Alien interceptors pierced through gaps, striking at weak points in the array. One segment of the ring ruptured under concentrated fire, debris spiraling downward toward atmosphere. Section 12 compromised. Reroute power, Ilara ordered instantly. From where? She glanced at Earth below. Civilian grid sectors Gamma through Theta. Blackouts across multiple continents. Do it. Cities across Earth plunged into darkness. Hospitals switched to emergency power. Families gathered by candlelight. In the sky above them, the ring brightened as energy surged back into its spine. The alien flagship transmitted again. You were assessed as divided, weak. Ilara watched another alien destroyer disintegrate under sustained cannon fire. Your data was outdated. The battle intensified. Alien ships adapted quickly, reorganizing into smaller autonomous strike clusters. They targeted drone command relays, exploiting microsecond latency delays in human coordination. Several drone swarms collapsed under focused fire. Enemy adapting at exponential rate, Tactical said. Expected, Ilara replied. She activated Phase 2. Hidden bays along the far side of the moon opened silently. Dozens of previously undetected human battleships ignited engines, accelerating into the fray. They had been invisible, dark, cold, silent, for months. Now they flanked the alien fleet from behind. Interdiction net online, Tactical confirmed. A lattice of gravitational distortions shimmered into existence at the edge of orbit. 2 alien carriers attempted emergency warp jumps and failed. Their drives overloaded, collapsing against the containment field. For the first time, alien formations broke entirely. The Aegis array rotated into full offensive configuration. Charge all primary cannons, Ilara commanded. Energy surged visibly through the golden ring, flowing like lightning through metallic veins. The structure glowed brighter with each passing second. The alien flagship concentrated fire on Horizon Station itself. Plasma beams scraped across its shields, cracking outer layers. Shields at 70%. Ilara remained still. Hold. The array fired. Every operational cannon discharged in a synchronized strike aimed at the flagship's core. Its shields flared brilliant violet, resisting the first impacts. The second wave cracked them. The third shattered them completely. The final slug pierced the command vessel's reactor spine. For a suspended heartbeat, it remained intact. Then it erupted into expanding light. Shock waves rippled through nearby ships. Smaller vessels spun out of formation, destabilized. Enemy command signature lost, Tactical whispered. The invasion had just lost its brain. Chaos spread across the alien fleet. Without centralized coordination, surviving ships attempted fragmented retreat vectors. Some collided while maneuvering. Others fired blindly in desperation. Ilara opened a final transmission. You initiated hostilities against a sovereign world. We did not seek this war. Behind her, every remaining alien vessel glowed red on the tactical display. But understand this. The interdiction net powered down along a narrow corridor leading away from Earth. We are not prey. For 60 seconds, the path remained open. Alien ships accelerated toward it, engines flaring erratically. A damaged cruiser hesitated too long, weapons charging again in defiance. Ilara didn't hesitate. Fire. A single rail discharge erased it. The rest escaped. Silence settled over orbit. Debris glittered like shattered glass against the stars. Earth rotated below, alive and intact. Across the planet, emergency feeds shifted from fear to stunned disbelief. They had survived. On Horizon Station, exhausted crew members finally allowed themselves to breathe. Some cried openly. Others simply stared at empty space where the alien flagship had once been. They'll come back, Tactical said quietly. Yes, Ilara answered. Beyond the solar system, crippled alien vessels would carry a message home. Humanity had been assessed incorrectly. They had been studied, but not understood. Ilara looked down at Earth one last time. They arrived with a fleet, she murmured. Behind her, the last targeting reticle faded from the holographic map, and we were already waiting. Coordinates locked, not just on ships, but on their future.